channel. You know what time it is. Normally we start at 12, but today we starting a little bit later. So, man, lots of boxing talk. Definitely got to get into this. Definitely want you guys to smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. Um, let's get into certain topics. Obviously, at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, we're going to be having Najee Lopez, a light heavyweight, 9-0, 8 KOs from Puerto Rico. Well, he's Puerto Rican. I don't know exactly where he's from. Um, you know, seeing some great things from the light heavyweight man. He also is trained by Mark, which is the trainer of Edgar Berlanga that's going to be fighting this weekend against Crory. Um, so most likely we see Najee Lopez sparring with Edgar Berlanga, getting him ready for Edgar Berlanga. But once again, he is a light heavyweight, so we will be talking about Bivol and Peterviev. HLD in the building, HLD in the building. Saluda, saluda, saluda. What's going on? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. So before we get into Najee, the light heavyweight division, and also he's going to be fighting February 28th for the people that are on a Wednesday on Showbox. So that's like Showbox is like heavy duty prospect, you know what I mean? So shout out to Najee Lopez. But nevertheless, I want to get into a little bit of shout out to Frank86. What's going on, Frank? What's going on? What's going on? Smash the like button. Also, guys, become a member of Mill City Boxing. It's pinned into the comments. So you want to take out that support on another level. If you really enjoy this channel, please do me the favor and join the team. So let's get into shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. El Hermano. He's doing a great job over there on his channel. He just had Teofimo Lopez there not too long ago. He also just had Keyshawn Davis there yesterday. Spoke a lot about certain things that clearing the air, right? Clearing the air. I have some videos that I do want to share with you guys. Some audio, of course. Salute to Punch for, giving us this content for the boxing world. Definitely want to get into some of that stuff. He touched on a lot of topics. So if y'all don't, know Punch Drunk, go over there, check it out. Y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? So coming in, want to hear you guys. I want you guys to hear Keyshawn Davis and what he has to say upon, Teofimo Lopez and other things too as well. Punch asked him a whole bunch of other things too. So can't wait to show you guys this, okay? So here it is. Here's the first one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez and Keyshawn Davis.
And let's be real. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. If anybody put their hands on my mother or my father, it's no back getting cool. We beefing for the rest of our life. Fuck. You see him? He put his hand out so I can shake it. It wasn't the other way around that press conference. I'm sorry, my brother. I bet you are. Y'all never spoke after that. That was like I know y'all had some type of exchange. Did y'all speak after that incident? Bro, after the years, you say after that one? After the incident, throughout the years leading up to, did y'all ever spoke about it? Did y'all ever amend it? Did y'all never amended? No, they ain't want no problems. They ain't want no problems. Got it. They just try to poof. Yes. It's going. Yes, but I'm a bitch ass nigga though. Bro. If somebody put their hands on any one of my family members, we beefing for the rest of our life. No, I agree with you on that. Come on, bro. But I'm a bitch though. See, if it's based on that, yes.
Yeah.
And then the same day is calling you out. But you saying, oh, you ain't do nothing for the boxing yet. Nigga, I did something to you.
Pops. Senior.
Send me the contract so we can fight.
All right. This is a long time ago, right? Obviously, our media, I got to touch up on everything that's hot in the news. Then we let that shit dry, right? But I think it was like 5 years ago, right? A couple of incidents has happened when it comes down to, Keyshawn Davis's camp, Coach K. I remember at one point in time, Senior used the word ninja. They weren't feeling too comfortable about it. So What did they do? Coach K ended up, snuffing Senior. Now, they also said that, because in the interview with Punch, he said they kind of clarified two different incidents. Okay? So, Keyshawn Davis ended up snuffing Teofimo Sr. at one point in time. Then another time, Senior said the N word, the ninja word, right? Then tried to sucker Coach K. And while trying to sucker him, Coach K slipped and countered. His integrity of as far as I seen the video, I know certain aspects of this situation. Larry Liston, what's going on? What's going on, Larry Liston? That's not what T.O. Sr. said. Absolutely. He didn't say that. But then listening to, and remember, this is he said, she said, and then all the stuff that I've heard too was he said, she said stuff too. But I will tell you one thing though. There is some video footage out there. First things first, okay? People don't understand what happens in the gym. Who is Coach K? Coach K is the trainer of. He worked with a lot of people. Coach K worked with Shakur. He's worked with Keyshawn Davis. He's worked with a lot of people. He works hand in hand with the J Prince gym. Okay, USA Boxing, the whole nine. All right, so he's locked in. He's locked in. Senior is very, very loud, very energetic. Good for boxing. Like honestly, I think he's great for boxing. I think Bill Haney's great for boxing. All these identities that come out here bring us entertainment when the fight's not really going on. You know what I mean? Keyshawn never admitted on hitting Senior. He was allowed to continue to push a false narrative. Hey, listen to it clearly, HLD. You didn't. I can tell you didn't. Because for you just saying that, watch it again. He said he laid hands on somebody. Who do you think that was somebody was? Who do you think Keyshawn landed on what? These are two occasions. I did hear this correctly. Keyshawn Davis did say that there was two occasions. I'm pretty sure there was more occasions than two occasions, but it got crazy. I'm not I'm not here making things up. I would never make things up. I got my own ears and they work. Um and no offense if you guys just, I'm not saying anything bad about y'all, but watch it, listen to it, and see that nobody they're not trying to throw Keyshawn was not trying to throw Senior under the bus. Exactly what has been said. So Keyshawn didn't try to put Senior under the bus in the interview. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis for not trying to do that. Shout out for him to trying to clear the air as well. He also mentioned to Punch, he said, listen, his ego and his pride is getting in the way because this was a young kid. Keyshawn was really young when this happened. Championship Sports Boxing, que lo que bunchinchera, ¿verdad? Mira, que buchiche. Es verdad. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got Edgar Berlanga fighting McCrory. We had McCrory on last night. So if you guys haven't seen that interview, check that out. We did it last night. That's what's up on boxing this week. But there is more topics that we need to speak upon. Teal's still hot. Keyshawn Davis is still hot right now. That point blank. That's what it is. Regardless of the fact, things do get heated up in the gyms. It can get spicy, especially when sparring is coming around. Especially if you have a fighter, especially if you have a son that you want the best from him. And sometimes I could tell because I'll tell you one thing. When I'm doing an interview with Senior, I feed off of his energy. I don't know if y'all know this, but I laugh. I laugh a lot. I try to hype him up, just like I try to hype up a lot of people. But I feed off of his energy, right? I think, in my opinion, while sparring, while being in the corner, Senior does great things for Tia when it comes to feeding off the energy. You know what I'm saying? So I see that. And in sparring, I've overheard seniors speak loud. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I'm a coach too. I say certain things that I look back and I listen to the videos and I be like, yo, like I be telling kids like, yo, he can't be fucking with you. He can't be, yo, go over the top on that lazy jab. Go over the top on the man, pull the jab and hit them with an uppercut. Like he ain't supposed to be there for you. Like you'll say certain things, right? Not expecting that you're kind of like throwing shade on somebody else. I mean, if y'all watch sparring and y'all seen videos of sparring, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Andy Cruz got Keyshawn's number. Definitely a fight I want to see. Senior went into specifics. I heard no specifics from Keyshawn. Actually, I heard I heard the specifics from both, but there were some fill in the blanks with Keyshawn. But they were respectful fill in the blanks. Things that he knows that he will have to be accountable for later on. That's what I got from Keyshawn. Um, but in the same time, he wanted to nip everything in the butt. That's just what I see. You know, I give the edge to Teal. High level pro experience is something you can't buy. Keyshawn is almost there, but not yet. And you know what? 100% true. You can't buy real live. You can't hold on one second, guys. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. That was Najee. Just letting me know what was good. Like, I heard that we had a scheduled interview at 2 o'clock. He sees it at 1, so I get what he's saying. You know what I mean? Nah, there's no respect. What are we talking about? We got we got to know. We got to now stand on it. Yeah, absolutely. Regardless of the fact on that link. Yeah, hold on one second, guys. Shout out to Najee Lopez as well. He'll be tapping in with us real soon, guys. Let me get his box rec ready. Najee Lopez box rec. Yeah, now smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mills City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Um, Once again, we're going to be having Najee Lopez, Puerto Rican light heavyweight, 9-0, 8 KOs. I believe he's fighting for show boxing. He's 24 years old. He's an orthodox 6'2", light heavyweight from Atlanta, Georgia. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. So once again, uh, I feel like when we speak upon this Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo Lopez type of talk, I feel like I don't like to feed into it too much because you guys are right as far as accolades, what have you accomplished. It's kind of like taking a step down. Um, but let me know what y'all think in the comment section as well. Appreciate y'all. We got the one and only Najee Lopez. What's going on, Najee?
What's up, baby?
Long time, man. We're overdue.
Overdue, long overdue, man.
Right.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely. Listen, I enjoyed your interview on Showbox the other day with Edgar and your coach Mark.
Word on Pro Boxer. Yeah, we did that a couple months ago.
I really enjoyed that. I see that you're like on their main flyer. Are you like they're one of the guys that they're really trying to push specifically?
Yeah, I've been with them from the start, and they've been with me from the start. So of course, just naturally, yeah, of course.
Right. You got you got a fight what is it, February 28th?
Yeah, next week.
Next week.
hmm
Marcos, he's 14-2. What you know about him?
Um, he's experienced, super tough guy.
14
Uh,
and 2,
yeah, good challenger. You know what I'm saying? Good opponent.
85% KO ratio. From Argentina. Do you know anything about his style?
Yeah, I actually worked with him before. I sparred him before back in like September, but you can't base the fight off of that. You know what I'm saying?
But in the same time, do you feel like you having that experience at that moment kind of gives you an edge in the fight night?
For sure, of course. He couldn't fuck with me in sparring, so
Yeah, exactly. So talk to me, man. For the people that don't know much about you, man, can you talk to the people and let people know how's your amateur experience and how you got into the sport?
I got into the sport. Well, of course, my dad. Um, RP my props. But my big brother was fighting first, Tito.
Najee, can you come out and come back in? Cause you went black. I can't see you. Cause someone
All right,
called you.
all right.
Appreciate you. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Man, I'll tell you, he's only 24 years old, ladies and gentlemen, and he's a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? 9-0, 8 KOs, from Atlanta, Georgia. Can't wait to continue to really break this down, and obviously, smash that like button. So we back. Speaking upon that amateur pedigree.
Um, I got in the game because my brother was an amateur fighter. I was probably like 9 years old. I did not want to box. It's crazy. I just wanted to. Well, I wanted to fight, but I didn't want to box. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to go in the gym, spar. I didn't want to do no training. And then a couple years after that, seeing all the kids in my gym that I'm sparring, I'm beating up and sparring, they winning trophies and stuff like that. That's what really drive me to motivated me to like actually like get in the sport. Um, and then throughout the years, I was just winning national, silver glove national, JOs, like all types of
How many nationals have you won?
like 11, 12, something like
Mm.
that. Um, so yeah, just been all over the country. I made it to the U.S. trials 2020. I got a medical leave. I had, but I couldn't compete, and then I went to go fight for Puerto Rico. Made the Puerto Rican team, and then COVID came, and then I turned pro 2021. And it's crazy, like in the midst of me turning pro, like right there on that, like in that space, Puerto Rico called me like, "Yo, like the Olympics gonna come back. We want you." I'm like, "Bro, I'm crossing over." You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Um, you're from Atlanta, Georgia. How's the boxing lineage over there?
I mean, you got Vernon Forest, Evander Holyfield, but it doesn't go super deep like any other state. But I do feel like it's making its way there. Like not even as far as fighters, but like as far as like boxing fans, it's a lot of boxing fans in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's good gyms, good coaches. So Atlanta's definitely making its way into the boxing scene.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I went out there to watch a boxing fight was Tank and Barrios, and it was a great environment. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
Um, as far as where you train now, I mean, were you in Florida?
yeah. I'm in Plant City at the Pro Box
Okay.
training center.
When did you meet up with Mark?
So when I first turned pro, like mind you, my dad passed. This all the same time when I was turning pro. My dad passed, and my
Uh,
manager,
Rest in
he
peace.
for sure. My manager linked me up with Pro Box Promotions, and he's the head trainer, and we met, and we've been locked in ever since. I can't ask for a better guy in my corner.
Um, as far as his training is concerned, what has he brought into your repertoire, into your basket, your bag?
Besides my 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 God gifted ability, like he just training my mental, my IQ, just turning me into more and more into a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Um, your last fight, I was able to check it out. It was a step up for sure. He was a 7-0, but the guy he had experience. Watching you fight, I was like, damn, I'm looking at it and I'm like, is Najee gonna get this knockout? And you end up getting it. But as far as that is concerned, what did you bring out of what did you take out of your last performance?
In December, I mean, I wanted to in that performance specifically, I wanted to like slow down. Like I wanted to relax a little bit more and not necessarily come out firing and just because I knew what I came to do. You know what I'm saying? And it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew the knockout was gonna come, but I just wanted to set it up and let it come to me instead of just trying to look for it. And you know what I'm saying?
You being 24 years old and campaigning at the light heavyweight division, do you feel like there's a certain type of uh I want to say you don't want to move too fast because they're big hitters, or do you
Mm-hmm.
feel like your IQ can kind of take you there, or do you feel like just you're just willing to just let the managers do what they do to guide your career?
I mean, it's all about teamwork, communication, and progress. Like, of course, I want to take my time, take every step that it is to take to get there on that level.
Hmm.
But just my team, I trust in the team. I trust in my process. I trust in our process. So when that time comes, I'll be ready. When I'm ready to fight the contenders and the champions, I will be ready. But of course, not no time soon. You know what I'm saying? Probably in the next 2 years.
Hmm.
So whoever,
Hmm.
in the meantime, whoever they put in front of me, I'm gonna handle business.
Right. You're 9-0 with 8 KOs. I look at you as a boxer puncher. I'm pretty sure other people probably just look at you as a knockout artist because of what your record looks like. Um, what kind of fighter you think you are?
Like you said, I consider myself a boxer puncher, a boxer, a knockout artist. I can do it all. Um, whatever the job calls for, I definitely can do it all.
Right.
I don't necessarily put myself in one in a box. You know what I'm saying?
How do you? How does Puerto Rico embrace you?
I mean, I love people. I mean, my family's from there. You know what I'm saying? So that's already like that's by default. You know what I'm saying? They love me in PR. I remember fighting out there when I was an amateur. It was like I felt like it felt like home. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Obviously, let's talk about your relationship with Edgar in the gym. What's that like? Obviously, you guys share the same trainer.
saying? Even outside the gym, that's bro. You know what I'm saying? Just having this camp, doing this camp together, it just we just bonded even more. Like every time we in the gym, like the morale is up, the intensity is up, we focus, we locked in, but we having fun at the same time. And I'm definitely like growing, just being around, just his experience. He done fought under the lights. You know what I'm saying? He's done been where I'm gonna be next. You know what I'm saying? So just learning from him and just working. We just been growing off of each other, learning from each other.
Hey, any big Puerto Rican stars that have been light heavyweights ever? You have to come back in. Can you hear me, Najee? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. Become a member. The link is in the comments. Appreciate you guys for tapping in for another great interview. So yeah,
Off the
like you,
top of my head, I don't know. I don't recall for real.
you're a big kid. As far as your ceiling is concerned and your career is concerned, obviously the big names. There's a lot of great big names at 168. Obviously Egg is there, obviously, but do you plan? Can you make 168?
Um,
Tried?
you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like 175 is just my natural. Like, I feel solid at this weight. Like, I don't really plan on dropping down to 68. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm not even looking to doing that. I'm gonna just take over 175 and then possibly go up in the future.
In my behalf, I don't feel like there's a lot of guys at 175 that has your skill set. Um, there's different types of skill sets there, but I feel like your specific style, there's nothing like that. Would you have to agree?
I definitely agree with you 100%. And thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Key things that I picked up from the interview on Pro Box that I think it was Polly and Chris was saying, you got a pro style, bro. Um, how did you get how'd you get like that pro style? Like how long did it take you? Like just little things that I seen, you was having your opponent on the ropes, you was pulling his glove down just to grab certain shots, you would hit him in the elbow just to grab a shot, like little veteran moves that you don't see at guys at 24 years old that have.
I mean, since I was young, I always worked with pros and guys with way more experience than me. People were saying that when I was in the amateurs, like I had a pro style, and now that I am a professional, 9 fights in, like I just been growing, like I said, more and more into a professional. So all them little tricks and all them just the composure, the little you know feints here and like all that stuff just gets added on and on as I keep growing in the sport.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who do you look up to as like a mentor in the sport right now? Tough.
Yeah, it's tough to say, man. I don't necessarily have a mentor, but I definitely take tips from a lot of guys. I learn from a lot of people in the sport.
What do you think you can bring to the table in this sport? While your career is blossoming.
Um, Shoot, man, knockouts, excitement. You know, every time I step in the ring, you're gonna see something special.
Talk to me as far as guys that you've been able to share the ring with in the gym. Notable names to build the IQ that you have now. What are those names?
I done shared the ring with my bro Edgar. Hot Rod. It's a lot of names, bro. Like a lot. Even when I was young, when I was sparring heavyweights, like Guillermo Jones from Panama. Um, a lot of names, bro. I could go on and on, bro.
Hmm. I interviewed McCory, Edgar's opponent last night. What do you think about the fight itself? Obviously, he's 18-0 from Ireland. Um, what you think about it? How you see the fight playing out this weekend?
Definitely a solid fighter. Definitely a solid opponent, but I feel like Edgar sweeps him. I could say this. I'm not Edgar. I feel like Edgar knocks him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've
I
been in,
think so. I think
I've
so
been in the
too.
ring with him, man. This camp, we probably just me and him alone. We probably did over 40 rounds. I,
40.
I feel like Edgar knocks him out clean.
Of course, he has you as a sparring partner, and he's fighting McCory. I mean, I'm
Clean.
not to say anything bad about McCory, but he had one fight at light heavyweight. He claims to be a puncher. He's saying that he punching harder than Quigley. Um, you think he's a better fighter than Quigley?
Nah, I can't say that. I definitely looked at the opponents he fought. Like, I won't say he's a better fighter than Quigley. That he has a different skill set, but I wouldn't say he's a better fighter than Quigley. No.
Hmm. Hmm. You think it'll be an early stoppage tomorrow? I mean Saturday. He looks like in shape. Like Edgar looked like in a different type of shape for some reason.
Nah,
He
he's
looked more
definitely
cut.
he in shape. He's in shape for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm I'm gonna say fifth round knockout.
Fifth round knockout.
Yeah.
Mm. Um. Now. In your opponent, February 28th, how do you see that playing out?
He's definitely coming to fight, but I don't know. I got however long he want to be in there. Like I'm ready to go the whole 10 rounds. I'm in shape. I'm
Mm.
my jab too fast. I'm too fast. I'm too slick. I don't, and I punch too hard. I don't know if he's gonna be able to handle that.
Who's one of the biggest punchers you've been in the ring with?
Um, Edgar could punch. Um, Brandon Glanton,
Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
my boy could punch. I could name several, but them Brandon Glanton, like he's a heavy puncher.
Mm-hmm. In your last opponent that you fought, did you feel like he had some type of punch as well? Because it was a moment in the fight that I looked at. You took a shot and you didn't. I liked how composed you got. That you could tell that you wasn't expecting it, but you got comfortable. Like you ended up
Yeah,
getting comfortable.
I wouldn't say because it wasn't super flush, but it's definitely something I didn't want to get hit by. You know what I'm saying? Strong guy. He was real strong. I don't want to say he was like a super puncher, big puncher, but he was strong
He
though.
was crafty than anything, right?
He was strong, yeah. And who we talking about? December or Kenil Willer?
I'm talking about Yildo.
Oh, yeah, nah. He was just strong physically. Like he wasn't no super big puncher, but it wasn't nothing. It wasn't something you want to get hit by flush. You know what I'm saying?
Um, as far as Pro Box is concerned, obviously you started with them. Like, do you feel like you'll end with them?
Yeah, man. I feel like Pro Box gonna be big, bro. I feel like Pro Box is the new,
Well, how
platform.
why you feel that way?
Just look at the fights, bro. Like even the young fighters, like you could look at any other platform and look at the young prospects they got and look at the people they fight, and it's just different, bro. It's a different feel. Like when you look at Pro Box and you look at the young prospects, I don't want to talk about. They're in there with somebody that you're gonna be like, oh, they in there for a fight. They're gonna be fighting. So
But does it feel like you're still playing in the big leagues though?
not at the not at the moment, simply because Pro Box is kind of new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so not at the moment, but um, it'll definitely get you ready for the big leagues. The way I'm matched, the way the other young guys are matched. Like,
Word. Um, as far as like you concerned, as far as you looking ahead, thinking like, yo, I see some guys that are around my age that I think, or not even around my age, maybe a little older, a little younger, but you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely see him down the line, when it all said and done. Who are they? Some names that you have in mind?
yeah, it's a few, but there's no need to name drop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
it's definitely a few. We all looking at each other. You know what I'm saying? So I see them when I see them, and they're definitely gonna be big fights down the line for us.
What is that like, knowing that you know that you're being seen by your division?
I mean, coming like it's nothing really different than the amateur. Like coming from the amateurs, being a top amateur, like it's kind of nothing different. Like I know the feeling. So it's like it's just being at the top. You're another predator. So you just got to stay prepared. You got to stay training, like because somebody else is out there working hard. So you just got to stay. You got to stay working.
Um, as far as this camp is concerned, with you and Edgar, what makes this camp different than all the other ones?
Like I said, the intensity, bro. We was locked in for like 8 weeks. Like probably longer than that. I didn't take too much time off after my last fight. Like I didn't even like Christmas New I was training. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't take no time off. I just been training. So it was super intense. Like the rounds, the sparring, like everything was just different.
Yeah.
So this camp was definitely sweet.
As far as that division is concerned, the light heavyweight division, obviously, we hear that Better Beeve and Bevo are gonna go at it, this year. Who do you favor?
Man, that fight right there. Both of Bertaby got the puncher's chance, and Bivol, like if he could stay on his feet, keep Bertaby at bay the whole fight. Like honestly, man, I don't even know. Like, but if I gotta pick, like if I gotta put my last dollar on somebody, it's gonna be Bivol. But
So you think Better Beef just has a puncher's chance? You don't think he could box with Bevo?
nah, he can't box with
No.
people. Nah,
Mm.
he can't box with people.
So you think that are people kind of? Do you feel like this could be a like a Spence and Crawford type of thing, like such a big build up, but then when we watch the fight, it's just one sided?
Possibly, but just knowing both of them guys, like how they're coming to fight. Bertaby he's coming to fight. Bivol coming to fight. So I don't think it's gonna necessarily be like Errol Spence, Bud Crawford. I feel like the fans gonna enjoy that fight. The fans
Mm.
definitely gonna enjoy that one.
What do you think about the the Puerto Rican state of boxing right now? Um, recently stated Teofimo Lopez said that some of the boxers, the Puerto Rican boxers today are easier for him. What do you think about the actual state of mind of Puerto Rican boxing today?
Um, I can only speak for like the young guys that's coming out of PR right now, like or that's representing Puerto Rico right now. Like we definitely got something. We definitely got something, to show. You got Matias, you got Edgar, you got me, you got Xander, you definitely got. We definitely got guys that's that could stand with the top of them. Or I feel like we come from a long line of champions, bro. Like I don't know. I can't tell you what made Teofimo say that. I don't know. Like, but Puerto Rico we got a strong foundation, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you speak upon Puerto Rican style of boxing, what comes to your mind?
Like you said earlier, boxer puncher, forward, punching, good defense, but pressure. You know what I'm saying? At the
Hmm.
same time, just blending it all together, just blending it all, making it look good.
Where do you think your biggest fan base is right now?
I don't know. I don't really look at that. Like,
But promoters got to stick you somewhere when it comes down to being the main event eventually.
yeah. I mean, when that time come, I definitely look at that a little bit, but I really don't look at that. I just keep my head down and just keep working.
You
I get
humble.
I get love from a lot of places, bro. Like I get love from home, of course, Atlanta. I get love from PR. I get love from a lot of places. So I really, you know what I'm saying? I really don't be looking at that. You know what I'm saying?
I see that in you too because you got the majority, the amount of people that follow you, and then you got like that raw people that actually know boxing, and the ones that I know that know boxing speak very highly of you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's a beast and this and that. Obviously watching it's exactly what they're saying. But that's why I wanted to always ask, the boxers, where do you think that their main um where their main ticket sales are going to be eventually, and sometimes you can kind of tell.
Yeah, like when that time comes, like I definitely take a look in that book. But right now, man, I'm just getting there. You know what I'm saying? I really don't look at that. My head down, just keep working, just keep pushing.
Is there anybody that you watch in boxing, any film that you watch in boxing that has created the style that you have today?
I watch a lot of film, but just coming up, like when I first started watching film, first started developing my style when I was young, a teenager. Of course, you had Tito Trinidad, um, Julian Jackson, Gerald McCullen, several guys, Sugar Ray Robinson. You had a lot of guys I watched, and I like not just fanned out watching them, but actually like, dang, like taking some from each.
Notes.
Yeah, taking notes from each fighter, taking a little something from each fighter. So Yeah, that was a lot. Those guys I took a lot from.
Yeah. Some of my favorite combinations you have, just that left, it's obviously I call it the Puerto Rican combo. It's like left gancho to the body, one to the head, and
That
if you do it so smooth, and if you know how to do it in different rhythms, and I seen that in your last fight, I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy. Um, as far as your favorite boxer of all time, who would that be?
um Sugar Ray Robinson.
Mm.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
What part of his game that it got you thinking like he's him?
Um, he just had it all. He had the feet, he had the hand speed, he had the power, the explosiveness, and then the way he did it was just so clean and so easy. Like he just floated in there, bro. Like I don't know. Like I would just as a when I was a kid, bro. Like just watching his old like his fights and shit. Like them shits was just like I could sit down and watch them all day. And then you had like Tito Trinidad. That was the first fight I ever like. Before I even wanted to fight and box, that was the first fight I like actually watched when I first got into the sport. But like when I found out about Sugar Ray Robinson, it was like this guy's the greatest
Mm,
ever.
facts. What's more important for you um, in this boxing when it comes to money and legacy?
Like, which one is more important, or
When you hang up those gloves and you said this is what I did, this is what I accomplished, and it could be both, bro. But sometimes one kind of stands and overshadows the other one a little bit. You only got one career.
um, you know, just being a prize fighter. Of course, you want to leave the game financially good, like bro. Like nobody ever want to just take fucking hits to the head and just hang up the gloves and got nothing to show for it. So of
You don't want
course,
to go boxing and then go working at Walmart after. I
you
feel
understand
you.
what I'm saying. So of course, but definitely my legacy is gonna show for all of that. Like that, I'm gonna leave my legacy, and of course, the money gonna come with that. So of course, I'm chasing greatness. Of course, that's the goal, like greatness, and the money gonna come with that.
Mm. Um, my last one, because I don't want to take too much of your time away, and I appreciate you for coming on as well. Um, you know, when it comes down to the youth, the people that look up to you, the kids, the fans. What would you have to say to them to be in the position that you're in today, especially guys that are want to get into the sport?
I mean, first, like before anything, keep God first and work hard. Like if you wanna do something in this sport, you gotta work hard. You gotta study. You gotta just push through. It's a lot of ups and downs in this shit. So you just gotta push through.
All right, I said that was my last one, but this is my last one. All right, what's your what at 2024? What's the fight that you need to see? You playing matchmaker now.
Man, just like some fantasy shit, right?
Give me
Or it could
both. Give me
possibly
get
happen,
get
right?
give me possible and fantasy. How about that?
I want to see Canelo and Benavidez. Shit,
Who gets that?
I can't say, bro.
That's tough.
Don't even put that on me like that. And then I want to see, Boots and Terrence Crawford.
Mm. Is that your fantasy?
This shit really could happen.
No, no, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just being funny. I'm just being funny.
Like these, like Boots Crawford, um, Tank and Shakur. Everybody wants to see that. That's crazy right there.
Right. Well, nah, man. And give me your fantasy fight. Your last one.
Like it don't even matter who, right?
I don't give a damn. Just be like, yo, listen, y'all would love to see this shit.
Old or it don't matter.
Official. This is all you right here.
And I've been saying this for years. Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd.
You know, I want to ask you who you think's gonna win.
I don't know. People might listen. People might bash me for this. And Sugar Ray Leonard is like top of the top. But
Go.
I think Floyd got him.
Oh shit.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I think Floyd got him.
You think Floyd's gonna push him to fight his at his pace? Because Leonard's pace is crazy, bro.
It's crazy, but Floyd is a fucking genius, bro.
He is a genius too.
I don't know, bro. That it's a fantasy fight, bro. Like I don't know, bro.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Either I don't know. But I don't know. I say Floyd because that's who I grew up watching. That's of my generation. That's the greatest of my generation, bro. Like Floyd's
Facts.
that guy, but Sugar Ray Leonard, that would have been a hell of a fight. That'll
100%.
be a hell of a fight.
It would be. It would be. Najee, let everybody know where they can find you in all your social media platforms.
Instagram Najee Lopez, Twitter Najee Lopez 1. Y'all follow me. You know, watch greatness.
Absolutely. February 28th, Showbox. Catch him live. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We got a great one right here. Lightweight, undefeated, Puerto Rican. It's Najee Lopez, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, my guy.
Thank you, my brother.
And on to the next one, man.
All right,
We'll
bro.
get another one real soon
After the fight.
after the fight. Let's get
All
it.
right, brother.
God bless.
Bless.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. You know what time it is. This is that fire channel. Please become a member. The link is in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be putting in the call-ins right now. We're gonna be talking about this interview. We're gonna talk a little bit about Najee Lopez. We're gonna talk a little bit about Edgar Berlanga and his fight, and who would we like to see Edgar in matchroom fight next? You know what I'm saying? He has one more fight on the contract after. So what name should that be? Should it be Munguia? Should it be Pacheco? What name should it be, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section as well. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get the call-ins right now, okay? Salute to everybody on the live as well. Phone lines. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, phone lines are now open. Phone lines are now open. We are live on Instagram, Mill City Boxing, and on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. Subscribe, Mill City Boxing, YouTube. What's going on? Claremore Rain in the building. Claremore Rain in the building. What's goody? Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. What's good, Claremore? Another member of Mill City Boxing. Claremore Rain in the building. What's good?
Salute. Laid up.
Salute, my guy. How you doing?
What we talking about today, man?
Oh, were you on the YouTube? We just did an interview with Najee Lopez, light heavyweight undefeated fighter from Pro Box. Obviously, were you able to see yesterday's interview with McCory, the guy that's going to be fighting Edgar Berlanga this weekend?
No, I didn't see the interview, but I know about that fight. That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, so talk to me about the fight. What you think about the fight? Shout out to Mad Scientist in the building as well. Tap in.
Well, we're dealing with two undefeated fighters right now, right? McCoy's undefeated as well, if I'm
Yep,
correct, right?
18-0. What's going on, Mark? How you doing?
Salute, Chuck. Salute, Mark. Salute. So what? McCoy's what's McCoy's record?
18-0, 50% KO ratio.
Right. It's an opportunity for Berlanga. Obviously, Berlanga's in the conversations of trying to chase down a Canelo or some
big fights.
Some like he's trying to chase down some big fights. I don't know, man. I'm interested in seeing what Berlanga's gonna do. I'll tell you what. I know Berlanga needs to You know, he started off his career knocking everybody out, and it seems like he's starting to have to settle into boxing more. And this fight will give an opportunity to do that. I think McCurry is a boxer. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how he handles it. I don't have too many opinions on it because I really just want to see what Malenko's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just want to see how he's translated. Did he just start with he's over there with the Zone now, or is he TDC?
He's with the Zone. I think this is his third fight. He has the McCory fight, then one more fight, and then he's a free agent.
What do you think he's saying?
I think Eddie's doing an amazing job, but then again, it's like, damn, Edgar, you at 168, all them dudes at PBC. So it's like, I think it's like this. I know it's gonna sound crazy in my behalf. It's like you kind of playing the safe zone by staying over there. To be real,
right? At the Zone.
What would you think, Mark? I know it's like very harsh things to say about, but like, think about these names in PBC. You know what I mean? We got the Monster, David Morrell. You know what I'm saying? The Boo Boos, the Charlos, the Plants. Like, these are all names. Shout out to Joseph Adorno as well. You're doing a great job with him as well, Coach. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely salute you, the coach, Joseph Adorno. Yeah, man, you doing a great job with him.
Yeah. Speak up before we get into the boxing talk. What are you working on with Joseph Adorno, Coach, specifically? Like, I mean, you don't need to go full out because obviously, you know, people lurking, right?
Yeah, you know that. Just real quick, it's just like I just want him to be him. I'm finding out, like, being around him, because this is what we all go through in life. People always gonna have a perspective on you, an opinion about you. They don't know you. They think they know how you move, but then when they actually around you, they come to find out, like, damn, he's totally different than what I thought. So it's always people think, but you live your own life, so you know how you really live. Everybody else just guessing. So with Joseph, it's kind of like now I'm finding out, like, damn, I thought he was always like a hothead, real braggadocious, real arrogant. And I knew him since the amateur days when he was knocking kids out in the amateurs, like destroying people in the amateurs. But being around him every day, super respectful, he wants to learn. That's the beauty of it. Like, he's asking a bunch of questions, and I didn't think I was going to get that out of him. Like, Coach, when I do this, when I make this move, or Coach, why are you doing that? Why you got me doing? There's always a bunch of questions. So that's just letting me know he's willing to learn. He understands he doesn't know boxing as well as, like, he still wants to be a student. So just those small things. And of course, like, little movements, because Joseph loves to depend on that left hook power. So I'm trying to have him do everything but use that left hook in camp. So that's about all I'm willing to give away. Let's focus on a little bit more boxing and the defense. And, just being alert always on defense. Because I think he's a great counter puncher, too. So it's just the small things like that. Getting to know him getting to know me. Because everything we're working on is not going to come out in this fight. Because I've been telling him that that's just
not enough time.
It's going to take time, yeah. So it's been great, man. He's been happy. That's the main thing. His mental. He's happy. He loves showing up. I got him throwing up. So that's another good sign. So I'm getting the best out of him. Because watching these fights, I'm watching him fight Jermaine Ortiz right now. And watching these fights, I'm looking at, he wasn't always in the best condition. So I got to get him in better shape. So that's another thing, too.
Did you guys speak upon weight class?
The next one will be at 135 against Nicholas Walters, the X-Man.
That's up in Philly?
Huh?
Is that in Philly?
No, we'll be in Florida, Plant City, Florida.
Okay.
On Pro Box TV. They run a good show. They run a good program over there. They put on some real good fights over at
Pro Box. Yeah, we just had one of their main guys, Najee López, was just on with us not too long ago. Glit. I'm very curious because, like, when I looked at it, I'm like, all right, Adorno is going with Mark, and I'm like thinking, is he trying to be a lot more better defensive responsible? by going with you? Is that was like, let me get my defense on point. I like how this guy is working.
Yeah, I think that went into it. I just, again, man, I just want him to be him. You know, this thing ain't about me at all, but it's just, I'm realizing I had him sparring the other day against one of the better 154 pounders that we got here in Philly. So early in camp, I'm gonna have him spar bigger guys, and then as camp move on, I'll bring the weight down. Because right now, Joseph might be 50. I think he left the gym yesterday at 49. So we still got about 13, 14 pounds to get off, but he already looks sharp. He really looks slick. That was my first or second time really getting to see.
You said that he was sparring 54-pounders?
Yeah.
Heard?
Yeah. Right now, like I got him sparring 54-pounders.
You said one of the best. So you talking about Jared Hurd?
I want them to bring pressure. Pressure on him while he out of shape. Mm-hmm. This is what I believe X-Man is going to do. We know X-Man looking for that big right hand. His best days was at 126, 130 though. So him moving up to 35 at 38 years old, we want him to burn his legs. So yeah, let's get him moving around a little bit.
You trying to do a Pedraza Keyshawn?
Yeah. So, being defensive response, you right about that, Jay. That's the number one thing. I'm seeing that in most of his fights, he get macho. Like, come on, let's trade. Nah, bro, you got skills, man. Don't trade.
But that's a mental thing, coach. You know that. How do you break that?
Again, it won't happen in one fight. It's going to happen in time. And the thing is, I get to see him spar. That's what I'm saying. With the sparring partners I'm putting on him, I want to see how he reacts with the sparring, with the pressure, with somebody that we know Joseph can punch. So when he land that shot, and you're talking about somebody 154, where they going? They're going to be right there in front of you. So what are you going to do? Sit there and trade? Or you going to get on your bike and move side to side? So yeah, I got some formula. You know, I go in the lab to put that formula. I'm still conjuring up my formula for him. But the sparring is going to tell me as he get in shape. It's going to tell me where we at. Yeah.
Well, coach, you know, I've always been a big critic. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely be messaging you on a regular when I do see these, you know, transformations happen. But nevertheless, getting into this weekend's fights, what you think about Edgar Berlanga? Obviously, I'm pretty sure you're not going to know his opponent, Corey, because I interviewed him yesterday and I just met him, basically. So, yeah, like as far as Edgar's concerned, I mean, you got Diego Pacheco on there and that roster. You got Munguia, which is, you know, with Oscar De La Hoya, but does business with Matchroom. What do you think about Edgar and Matchroom with some of these names? I mean, he has one more fight after this fight. I know we're looking past McCory, but hey, that's what we do in boxing, right?
I don't know too much about that opponent.
Yeah, McCory's. I mean, it's not really a very complicated fight, but it is a fight where I don't know. My thing is Berlanga's obviously who we want to know what's going to happen, because what is he turning into? Because he's having to accept the fact that he's trying to get higher level competition, and you know, it seems like it's been kind of difficult for him to transition into somebody who's got a little bit more poise in the ring, because he's used to just being the bully. He's used to being able to have his way. I like the fact that he moved his camp from New York down to Florida, right? He left New York. So that's a good thing, you know what I mean? He's acknowledging the distractions, and he's acknowledging what a lot of people have been talking about with him. You know, a lot of people felt like he was just in the limelight a little too much, and he wasn't focused on his craft. So the transition is going to be interesting to see how he's transitioned. Who's he working with right now?
Mark.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, it's one of those fights that's up in the air.
Edgar Berlanga,
I don't think it's up in the air as far as victory. I expect him to win, but it's up in the air as far as what we expect him to see. Because another thing that I find with fighters is sometimes when they try to change everything about them, they kind of like digress a little bit, it seems like, or like they go through a little like nappy phase, I like to call it, right? Where it's like they're transitioning into this new person in that space, that gray area, you start to see like it looks like they have holes in their game because they're trying so much. So I would like to see him transition slowly, still be Edward, but make slight changes. I'm wondering if he's making extreme changes and how comfortable he's going to be in those extreme changes if that's what they're choosing to do with him. You know.
What I like that you said, and I want you to counter on this, Mark. What man Claremore said was, basically saying Berlanga's still trying to find himself in the ring, right? So, as far as that's concerned, and how Claremore said, big changes, small changes, finding yourself in the ring. Obviously, different opponents going to bring a different person out of you, but when you're doing homework and you're strategizing on getting the win, what do you expect for Edgar Berlanga in this time around? Doing the interview with McCory yesterday, he gave me vibes saying that he's not as good as Jason Quigley. Like, he gave me vibes. All he did was tell me that he hits harder than Quigley. But you can't even really say that.
Well, one thing about the fight game, man, each fight, it just brings you something that you probably wouldn't expect. We got to see. I like the way he broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to see that you transitioning over. They don't. Casual fans don't understand that.
It's true.
They don't understand. They want to see the bully. They want to see him knock people out. That's what they want to continue to see. They don't want to see him using the jab, backing up, working lateral movement. They don't want to see that. So he broke it down perfectly, man. That's what I appreciate. That's what guys like us, I'm sure, appreciate about boxing. That things take time. That you do have to transition slowly over to either adding something to your game or getting rid of something that's not working, that you shouldn't have in your game. So Berlanga, he's just one of them people that I gotta get a better feel for him. I don't watch him too often, but maybe I will keep an eye on him now, like go on YouTube and watch some of his fights. So yeah, I don't know how stylistically who's coming forward in this fight. I just don't know how that works.
No, Edgar's definitely coming forward in this fight for sure.
Oh yeah, he's coming forward.
Yeah,
that's fact.
Yeah, he's coming forward.
I think that's what it's all about, though, right? Like, we know. Well, I don't know how familiar you are with him, but I think, as far as me and Mill are, we have an understanding of him. He's built a reputation in boxing, right? Mm-hmm. But I think he's found some adversity in his style of boxing, which is what happens when you are in front of that guy who doesn't want to disappear, right? Who's going to stand in there, he's going to move around, he's going to box you, he's going to make you work for a little more. How are you going to transition into that? And that's, I've always said this, like these fighters that come in like Berlanga do, sometimes they stop evolving a little bit because they're finding so much success. It's like they don't tap into, like, I noticed you spoke about how you're dealing with Ordano, how what we're not doing? We're not working on that left hook. Right?
You took out that negative. You see the biggest negative, and he just said, nope.
Yeah,
we're not entertaining it.
We're not going to act like we need to work on that. We got a whole bunch of other stuff we need to work on. And where Berlanga just seemed like he found a lot of success early as far as knocking out everybody, and now he's having a transition. He's having a, I don't want to say learn boxing again, but he's having to be in a learning position. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, they stop learning because it's like, I'm successful. So then they kind of get happy, and all of a sudden they're wearing gold chains and sunglasses, and they walk around with models, and it's like, hold up.
So do you think that's what it is there? Like, right there, like, do you feel like the money came too fast?
I think he got a lot of love really early. He got a lot of love, man, and that love.
Yeah, you knocking out 16 people in the first round, you gotta get some love, right?
It's a lot of love.
That's a lot of love.
It makes you feel like you're there. You're there, and you're not, though. You're not there.
Yeah.
And man, I'm happy he's learning right now. Just through I'm glad he's acknowledging that the fights aren't going. Even though he's winning, I'm glad he's acknowledging he's not winning the way he wants to win, and now he's doing something about it rather than have to take that loss. And but we'll see how he transitions. We'll see what he's working on. And I think the aggressive change. I hope it's not an aggressive change. I hope it's a gradual change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they still let him be him as much as they can be. But we'll see. It's gonna be a good night fights.
I think the main thing that I got from his interview on ProBox was that, his main trainer Mark, where not he didn't have Mark in the amateurs, but he had him starting as a pro, and he had him sitting down on his punches. When he left, Mark was telling Edgar, "I don't want you to just get these guys out in the first round." He's like, "I want you to go rounds. I need you to go some rounds so you can learn." Like you were saying, first 16 fights, how much learning you really doing? Because in reality, as a pro, 16 fights, you can learn a shitload.
Yeah, but not when you're doing one round each fight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Yeah, man, it's a gift and a curse. The greats still work on being better, even though everybody thinks they're the best. They're honest with themselves and they understand what they need to work on. And everybody else just kind of rides their own wave. They drink their own Kool-Aid. So
like what you said earlier, Jay, where I think one of the things again that I'm trying to really do is not so much the physical side of coach.
What's going on? How to boxing? What's going on, coach?
Salute, coach.
I love talking to coaches, Claremore, so you're going to be talking to a lot of coaches, just to let you know.
No, I love it, man. I stay quiet actually around these guys.
I can't talk boxing with everybody. You're getting stressed out.
I was going to say though, Jay, you made a good point earlier, man. That's kind of the things that I have sleepless nights about. Like ever since I got this assignment, has been staying up late nights thinking I don't want to over focus on just the physical side of boxing with Joseph. It's more mental. It's more psychological. Those are the things I think I'm trying to get in his head about. Like being a smart guy. I'm like, yo, listen, a tough guy don't last in this sport. Being tough, the macho guy, you've been there, you've done that. You're only 24 years old to actually have a real chance to become a world champion. Like you have the skill, talent, you got the pedigree from the amateurs. So now it's just psychological because my man, what's your name again?
Claremore.
Listen, Claremore made a good point. It's, once these guys, get a certain amount of money, Joseph said this to me in the gym. The money came too fast from Top Rank. You get the money, you start putting the dark sunglasses on, the chains around their neck. They driving the nice new cars. The girls is coming. He said, Coach, it was a lot too fast. So,
Coach, do you remember us on the podcast? It was me, you, it was Adorno, and I think it was Zab, right? And it was a way back when Adorno was gonna fight Elvis Rodriguez, Freddie Roach's guy, right? And he said, "I'm gonna take the fight at 140." And then I asked him why, and he goes, "Cause I don't want to fight on a local card. I want to fight on a big card." So he got used to that paper. He got used to the paper coming in.
Yeah. Hey, you got any cap now? Who are you with? I know I had heard something about you with someone, but who you got? Joseph Adorno. Joseph Bless Hands Adorno. What weight is he?
35.
He goes between 35 and 40. I like him to be at 35, but he fights he's been fighting at 40 lately. Hey, he signed with Top Rank though?
He used to.
He was. Now he's with ProBox. He's doing he's going to be the A side on ProBox TV for about 4 fights. But they don't really want to be your
Congrats, coach. Congrats, man.
Back to where you belong. They want to get him back with PBC, Top Rank, Golden Boy.
They ain't gonna get Top Rank back. Once they ditch you, they ditch you. That's it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like they just want to put you back up where you belong. So.
And if I was Joseph Adorno, I wouldn't go back to Top Rank after hearing his story either.
Right. Yeah, I think.
What's his story? What happened with him?
ProBox here soon.
He missed weight, and the doctors were saying, "Hey, I can't. They're saying I don't got no more water in my body. I can't make the weight." And he couldn't fight. And Bob Arum he didn't even give him and his wife and his kids a flight back home. They just they did one way, and they canceled their hotel as well As soon as they found out he couldn't fight, shit was so grimy. I couldn't believe I heard this shit.
Wow.
Dang.
I couldn't believe I heard that shit.
That's all you can say to that. Yeah. Wouldn't go back there myself. Wouldn't definitely want to go back there myself.
I wouldn't go.
Hey, so what's the big, like, who's he want? I guess, does he want Golden Boy, or who's he want to be with?
I mean, he's with Pro Box. I mean, this is what he had. That's the option he got.
That's just Pro Box keep him busy. Yeah, Pro Box will definitely keep him busy. He got a max of 4 fights in 1 year. Like,
Damn, and A-side. But you know what that means, Coach, right? That means your next year they're gonna put you in with a dog right from the jump.
Oh yeah.
Right from the jump. Next contract, right from the jump.
Yeah.
Yo, you want to get paid? I got you, but this is what you got to do.
Facts. He should be ready by then. You know, again, now he's back A-side. These are fights, winnable fights. But like I told him, we dealing with a vet. We dealing with a former world champion who only lost to Lomachenko. We dealing with somebody that can punch. But we also dealing with somebody that had their best days at 126, 130-ish. I think 126. So it's coming up in weight. Joseph is 24. This man is 38. I just can't see how X-Man can beat us. Like, we're going to make him use them legs up. And we're going to let the knockout come. How many rounds is it? 8 or 10 or what? I believe they're doing 10. It's for a WBA interim title. Okay.
So two things that when I mentioned you and Adorno, I said defense because I wanted to, be respectful of the art that you bring to the table and what he could use from, with you. But then the other thing was I seen a massive brawl at the gym that he was in. Like a huge brawl. Was that another reason? Did he get kicked out of that gym?
No, you know what? That was something tied into, I don't know if you've been hearing about this combat league thing going on.
Yep.
So he was going to probably have something to do with that. I don't know when they decided to back out of it. But actually, the guy that runs the gym, that owns the gym that I train out of, he runs the Philadelphia Smoke. He runs the Combat League, the team in Philly, and he had guys coming in doing tryouts. So I wasn't there when it happened, but a partner of mine was there when all that stuff went down.
I know you've seen the video.
Open sparring. It's just like jump in, spar, and go for broke. Because you only fight 1 round in the Combat League. And they was mixing it in, and I heard Joseph caught another kid or another fighter with a left hook, and it was 1 left hook too many. The guy was kind of out on his feet.
He was out. Yeah, he was.
Somebody else jumped in the ring, grabbed Joseph, and that's when the brawl broke out. Joseph's brother was involved in it, Jeremy Adorno. I wasn't there, but I seen it went viral, and everybody was
that shit was huge.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But everything's good, because I know Joseph and the other guy that was involved in that, they both still come in the gym because I got Joseph now. Who in the hell would have thought I would have got the call for that? But now he's in the gym with the guy he had the brawl with. But no, they cordial, they speak, hey, what's up, and they keep it moving. So everything's good.
So try to tell you guys that in the gyms it get heated, but it's just the moment. It's just the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I know both guys, Joseph and the other guy, neither one going back down. So it's just a matter of one being a cruiserweight and Joseph being a lightweight. So weight-wise, it don't really. That's why they had to do what to do. They both my guys. I love them both, man. It was just crazy that day.
That shit sounds crazy, Coach. I'm glad I wasn't the only coach in the gym. That shit sounds crazy.
What you say, Coach? Kind of. He knocked the cruiserweight with some 16s in the gym, or what were they wearing? Oh no! The cruiserweight was outside the ring watching the sparring. So the guy Joseph knocked out, the cruiserweight jumped in. Joseph.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood too.
I'm like, dang, you got a lightweight knock.
I'm like, who's the coaches over there? Like,
yeah. So it was even. The sparring was even weight wise, but then the cruiser jumped in because he thought the guy that got knocked out was kind of like a lesser fighter. That was unnecessary. But again, I wasn't there, so I don't even want to be on that too much because they both good now. They both move past. What's the combat thing you talking about? They fight one round. Man, this league is kind of crazy. What happens is if you sign up for it, I believe you give up your amateur eligibility. You can be a professional and fight in it, but I don't think you can no longer be a part of like USA boxing once you sign up for it. So, because you get paid, that's how they look at it. And I heard the money is really good.
Yes.
Florida has a team. Atlanta has a team.
Boston just got a team now.
But it's straight up boxing. It's not MMA or nothing. No, it's straight up boxing. But if you go on YouTube and pull it up, I believe the only difference is you fight with no headgear, but I think the gloves are bigger. They look like 12s.
Yeah.
12s. So you fighting this pro style.
With the amateur gloves.
Well, one round. You only going 1 3-minute round, or how long is the round?
3 minutes.
Those are 1 3-minute round. It's like per day. So you can fight a max up to two rounds. It's just weird because it's a team thing. It's like you go in, fight your fight. You come out, you get points on who won or who lost. The next category, weight category, go in, fight.
So coach, right? So you would speak because you kind of like you used the Hordorno situation that in the gym in the combat league. You kind of like put that together. Do you feel like that was the reasoning of why it kind of got that way? Because they're practicing that 1 minute, that 3 minute, one round to win in front of the whole gym, and that's why sparring gets like that because of this league.
Yeah, it probably was the heat of. From what I'm hearing, it was kind of like.
Because you gotta rehearse. You gotta rehearse what you're gonna do.
Yeah, go in there and get busy. Yup, this ain't about skill. This is about contact. This ain't the dancing. That's what I think.
So you know what? You know how everybody's been saying that this is great for boxing? Well, now we have some coaches here. Let's talk about that. Is it really great for boxing?
Hey, does it affect their pro record?
It doesn't. I know that.
No. It's exclusively for combat league. Yeah, it doesn't affect your pro record.
Doesn't affect your box record whatsoever.
It reminds me of having smoker shows, as they say.
Like, yeah.
Outside of being a pro boxer, you get all.
But I'll tell you one thing. It's not necessarily too great because I'll give you an example. My boy, I had him. He fought on the Teofimo card, right? His name was Alan Garcia, right? He's undefeated fighter, but he actually got dropped in that combat league. So now people going like, because I remember I'm like, yo, are you still undefeated? Because I seen you on the floor the other day and shit. So he's like, yeah, I'm still. But I was like, oh, it's the combat league that you got dropped. I forgot.
Yeah.
But still, people going to talk though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of not fair because you're not in your normal element. You're not in your normal element. So if you get knocked out, regardless, they're gonna say, yo, you were still boxing though.
Why do it though?
Money in boxing, the 1% of boxing is the one that's really making the money.
Now, from what I heard, money is good. I don't know what that means, but yeah, to the average person who probably feel like they won't get to the top in boxing right now, they looking at it as a way to kind of still.
Bro, if you paying me $1,500 to $2,000, right, and I don't gotta sell not one ticket, and I have under 4 fights, 3 fights, that's a win. If you think about it, I don't have to sell not one ticket. I don't need to invite nobody. I don't need that hassle of trying to make $1 because you perform. That's gone. Now I can train and get 2,000. Boom. Let me get that.
And the record too, you said. So yeah, I don't know much about it, but I mean from that standpoint. But you asked a question as far as how would it affect you as a professional fighter?
That's the more important question, really.
Yeah, I think it could perhaps damage you because you're fighting at a really intense pace. Yeah. And you're going for broke for 3 minutes. I think it could lead to more injuries, which could affect your pro career. You're taking more shots. I mean, and it sounds like you said they have bigger gloves, but still, I mean, the
2 ounces more.
Anyway, with 16s, you know, it's happening in the gym when you sparring. You got gym wars coming up. That's your brain injury. It ain't necessarily coming from
fight.
12 round fight, although that does add to it, especially with 8 ounce gloves. But I think the wear and tear really on a fighter's longevity and keeping his mind right, the brain injuries are coming from the gym. So that's where good smart coaching comes in to make sure your trainers, keeping an eye on you.
Well, speak upon being a smart trainer at that moment in time. How do you become a smart trainer for practicing for the combat league? Talk to me.
For the
how do you persuade? How would you move?
Defense.
Okay.
Defense.
Okay.
Period. Any smart trainer teaches defense.
But if you go on high volume, then what? I'm gonna be on my bike because I ain't catching everything. I can't catch everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to watch it, but it sounds
interesting. Interesting topic.
I don't think you're in there trying to give one to take one. That's not smart boxing. Period. I don't care if you are only going one round, but yeah, I can't be like
for this. Our criteria that really works, and this is different from pro boxing. I'm not sure, but I tell you what, I can give y'all some names. Like if you've heard of Ray Robinson, not Sugar Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson out of Philly. He's a 147 pound. Well, no.
They almost had 200 fights.
Right.
Yeah.
He's in the combat league now.
Oh wow.
And the crazy part about it is I'm watching him work every day. Ray is a monster in that gym, but this is the crazy part. He fights his last fight. He fought Mean Machine. He fought Josh Kelly at 147. So he's no bigger than a 154 pound fighter max. He's fighting in the combat league at 175. So they fight at they walk around weight. They don't cut weight. Most of them fight at they walk around weight. So actually what I'm hearing, he doesn't even weigh 175, I don't think. But that's the closest weight. So it don't have every weight class. Combat League has like 180 or 175, then the next weight might be 154.
Yeah, they got popular weight classes only.
Popular weight classes. So you gotta fight where you sit at. Like you gotta get in shape, but he's not in the gym cutting weight or anything. He's just breaking the sweat, sparring, hitting the mitts, and that's it. When the combat league starts, if he's 168, 169 walk around weight, he still got to fight at 175. So that's what makes it kind of crazy too. So
what hurts me is like the conversation we just had, because some of these guys that are entering that league have lots and lots of potential. To be a champion. And I feel like if you want to enter, I'm not trying to shit on the combat league. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But if you want to become a world champion, that's not the league to be in. If you want to become a world champion,
that's why they even doing it. And I knew you was gonna say money, but for me, I feel like if you have a career that you're focused on, and you really see you have a promising career that you're focusing on, I don't want to say money isn't everything, because I know how it could be. You know what I mean? About you got bills to pay, you got bills to pay. But I think you're like kind of like that story in the Bible with the dude kind of gave his whole legacy away for a bowl of soup. I don't remember exactly the characters that was in there, but it's just kind of like, man, you just really satisfying a momentary need right now, and you're gambling with your career, with the marathon that you should know. And I would hope that your coaches and your promoter and the people who have vested interest in your success would speak to you in a way that would, at least put some. I hope they're speaking about this. Like, look, you're doing this, but you get some weird injury from this. You start becoming, I don't know. That's why I asked. Like I said, why are they even doing it? What are you doing it for? It's not helping your record.
I agree with you, Coach. I think it's short-term money for sure. It's
right.
It's short-term thinking, but if you're in that situation, we're not in that man's shoes, so we're not in another man's shoes, so we don't know why someone's making that decision. But it's not definitely, as I agree with you, it's not long-term thinking for your boxing career. It's short-term thinking more for, I need that purse this weekend.
Because like they had Pistol Pete Dobson, the one that just fought Conor Ben. He was on that league. Yeah, Michael Fox that was in that league. My man Rashidi Ellis just came into the boxing league. His brother, he's in that league as well. There's actually guys that, and like I said, Alan Garcia, a kid that's gonna possibly, really, really shine at the 135 division at one point in time. I don't know. I don't know.
I think we know, but we don't know at the same time. Like we know, but we don't want to. What's the coach's name down here in the bottom right corner?
I got Coach Mark here, and I have how to. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. All right.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, like you were saying, the longevity. We know what it is, and we don't want to speak out of turn, right? Like if somebody got bills to pay, we're not trying to judge them, but from the outside looking in. When we're looking at it, we're looking at your boxing career. We don't know about your light bill and your child support, and we understand that's what's on your mind. But from the outside looking in, not paying attention to those personal things, we're just wondering, how's this helping your boxing career? Is it helping your boxing career, or isn't it helping your boxing career? You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about boxing, so I don't know how that helps your boxing career. I see how it helps your pockets, but I don't spend it with you, so I ain't gonna talk about how you make it. You know what I'm saying? Right.
One thing about amateur boxing is like you're training yourself for 3 rounds, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of age groups brackets that you're gonna go in there with an older guy. He's not gonna have the condition that you are. You're banking on maybe the second round, the third round. Everyone's coming in hot the first round. Basically, everybody's dangerous. If you can punch.
Yeah. Selling point of it, Jay. Yup. That's the catch to it. Like it's a 50-50 fight because there's no warming up. You got to get right to it. So that's what I understand. The scoring criteria is just like but I'm hearing there are names. Another kid that I know that's in the combat league is out of DC. Had a great amateur career. Was like a 7-time national champion. His name is Quincy Williams.
Yeah,
he was
Quincy.
Headbangers, I think, or one of those little.
Headbangers have a whole bunch of guys over there.
Yeah,
they got a whole bunch of guys.
And I believe he just got signed. I don't know if anybody major signed him, but I think he just signed some type of promotional deal to go pro. But he started off in that combat league, I guess, to get a little warm up, to get feel with how the pro atmosphere would be, fight without the headgear. But he's a part of that now. So they got some names of some, like y'all said, guys that could be future world champs or contenders fighting in this combat league.
Hey, I bet you any promoter signing guys or management signing guys, they're probably putting a stipulation like, hey, you can't go in there and make that money. I wouldn't want to put money behind someone and they're going in there and doing that on their own time.
Right. Because it's a tournament too. If you really look at it, it's a tournament base.
Yeah.
So if you're not supposed to be in there with that guy, matchmakers in boxing. I did a whole story with Bill about it, and let me tell you, there's no matchmaking in this type of a thing. Once you start keep beating people, it's like in the amateurs.
You gotta make a choice sometimes in life, and what you're doing, you gotta kind of like, what's it gonna be? Your career? Is it just? I don't know. It's a hard conversation to have when we talk about people's money, because I don't personally like to get in that Kool-Aid. You know what I mean?
Right.
But sometimes it's one or the other, man. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, man. Get a job in a factory or something. I'm not gonna tell you, listen, bro. I don't know, but I just think getting punched in your head. Do it for some real money, and do it because it's helping your career. Don't just do it. Just do it. I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Because I'm part of the team. I'm part of the team Atlanta.
Yeah. If I can get y'all attention real quick. Real quick. This is a round of it. This is what it looks like. It looks like professional boxing.
Right.
But look at the gloves. I don't know if you can really see, but those gloves are easily 12-ounce gloves. They're not 8s.
Right.
But this is Quincy Williams out of D.C., and this kid had a really good amateur career with the white shorts on, and he's fighting in this combat league, but they're only fighting for 1 round. And so I don't understand, again, what it does for you. Just kind of It is what it is, man. I guess it'll all get figured out depending on, like y'all said, the quick money. It's fast talkers out here. Somebody tell you, yeah, you can make $2,500, $3,000 in one day. You going to get that. So, hey guys, I can't hit up with you, but we have a meeting in a minute I got to get into. But then I'll catch up with you guys next time. All right, cool.
Absolutely. Great input, Steve. Appreciate you for tapping in.
Absolutely. With Berlanga and Ian's not, Ian's going to push the pace. He's going to push it. Not Ian, sorry, Padraig. Sorry, I said Ian, Jesus. Padraig is going to push the pace, you know what I'm saying? So Berlanga's going to get opportunities. It's that fight, now that I look at it, it looks like they're trying to get Berlanga back on that knockout train. It looks like they're trying to get him, like they're trying to set him up to get back on that train again.
The Eddie Hearn version.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I think they want to tap back into that energy, and I think they're trying to, let's be honest, they're trying to sell his work, they're trying to raise his value to put him in the conversation with some big fights, whether maybe even like the Munguia, the David Benavidez's, the David Morrell's, and obviously the Canelos, right? But they're trying to put him in that conversation. So I don't think they're trying to get the old Berlanga back.
They're trying to put him in there with like the Pachecos and Munguias for sure.
Right, they're trying to put him up in this conversation. So you got to have a pretty exciting fight. You got to sell yourself to making a big fight. I think he's going to try to knock this dude out. What happens in the fight that y'all stylistically, him and Munguia? I always hear them two names, Berlanga, Munguia. Who y'all like stylistically better, or who y'all think has a step on the other one right now, or are they based on even kill right now? I feel like Munguia is more of the. I think Munguia is more of the older Berlanga a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think he can destroy. You know what I mean? He likes to establish that distance, and his punches do a lot of damage.
With the experience, too much experience. He has a lot. He got over 40 fights.
He fights a lot. Right? He fights a lot. And I think he's kind of more himself than Berlanga is. Berlanga's talking about changing and adding, and he changed. I don't know yet. I just don't know what Berlanga we have right now. So if I have to be honest with you right now, this moment, I'd go with Munguia. Okay. I just think Munguia is more confidently himself. He's more confidently himself. I think Berlanga, I need to see who he is right now. I know Munguia going to push that pace, so they're going to be swinging. Berlanga going to have to make a decision who he want to be in that fight early, or it could go bad for him. Because Munguia is just going to jump on you. So you start letting those combos go. You're going to start feeling out with that jab. You're going to start feeling out. As soon as he feels like, and he don't care about no blocks either. He's going to go up under, up top, straight to the body, come back. He's going to back out, make you come back out. He's going to come back in. You know how you're going to go, he headhunting. Berlanga can do that too, though. Berlanga built like that. He can do that too. But is he? Is that who is he up here? Does he know who he is? Salute to the champ. Salute to the champ.
Super.
What's up, my guys? Salute up, my guys. What up? Good. Yeah, doing good.
Yeah. You already know he's on his business. He got his trucker hat on, so you already know he's ready. Making deliveries, baby.
Yeah, no, man. It looks like he still get up in there, man. He ain't aging, man. Sad like Benjamin Buttons, man. He's living backwards. Thank God. Let him know. Thank God. Very grateful. Blessed. Very blessed. Staying focused. You know that. That's it. Stay out the way. Word. Most importantly, right there. Most importantly. That's the most important. A lot of these niggas get burnt out because they stay in the way too long. Let's leave that alone. I just salute. You know, I definitely hear you though, man. Word. A lot of niggas stay in the way too long. Get out the way, man. Hey, act your time.
Act your age, man.
Now show some love to the youth, man. Push them forward. Word.
Berlanga's fighting this week, Zab, and we speaking upon his improvements. We also talked about the Combat League, and I definitely want to get your thoughts on it because, Coach Mark and I and my man Raymore, my man Claremore, we spoke upon the Combat League being a one round, 3 minute. Basically, that's the fight for you. To train for that, right? We've seen
1 round, 3 minutes?
Yeah, that's it. That's all you're gonna do. The Combat League. Yeah, you never heard of it?
Nah.
Yeah, you did. This one was this one was doing it. T, the one that.
No, I don't even know Celebrity Championship Boxing. That's all I know.
Oh, okay. Remember Titus got dropped.
I don't know anything but Celebrity Championship Boxing.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. You're like, yo, Mill, you can't read him. You can't read him.
I don't know what else you want me to say.
I don't know. CCB, you the mob. That's it.
So I can't even ask this lit question. He's not a part of the negotiation.
You know how you move.
Tell her, yo, send that check, and we'll talk about it. Send that check.
Yo, sit up. Who those guys? Those guys?
Yeah. Don't play with me. I'm a soldier boy of this shit.
Yeah. Dre?
Yo, so.
But yeah, go ahead, Mel.
Nah, you go. Handle.
Well, I was going to ask a question basically asking, how do you think that benefits a boxer who's trying to have a career in boxing to get involved with something like that? Does that help them in any kind of way, or is that more of a con than a pro?
Yeah, it could be a help. It could be a help depending on how exciting it gets, who you fight, type of obstacles you go through. That's what I would say. Depending on, because it's not enough rounds. I mean, we used to, us boxing fans are used to traditional boxing, which is 3 minutes. 3 minutes. If it's amateur, 3 rounds, 5 rounds. If it's professional, 4, 6, 8, 12. You know what I'm saying? We used to that. So like, when anybody comes into the game and tries to, it's almost like you diminishing the sport because you're taking away 2 minutes of what we used to loving and used to seeing. Taking the 2 minutes of that away, just making it 1 minute. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of, I don't know.
No. What it is that it's 3 minutes, just 1 round. That's it.
Oh, it's 3 minutes, not 1 minute.
Nah, so 3 minutes for 1 round, but you're only fighting for 1 round though. And then you letting your homeboy do the other round, and you letting your other homeboy do the other round. Like that's how it is.
So to me, that's almost like a street fight. It's almost like a high-end, professional trained street fight. You know what I'm saying? Because most street fights, some of them don't even make 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it feel like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But they don't make it 3 minutes. So it's like, it's a high level, it's a high-end street fight. You know what I'm saying? You got 1 round. Show me what you got in 1 round. Us professional boxers know boxing fight does not start until after the first round. If you make it out of the first round, that's when the fight starts. That's when all the competitive, and you find out, once you go back to that corner after that first round, you understand and know what kind of night it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Most guys, they understand, like, okay, I got this. Or, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Either you know or you like, but to say that's it. 3 minutes, it's over, it's done, it's finished, it's complete.
But
knock out of the judges at that point.
And if you have
I remember being in the 12th round, dropping the guy, and it was like, I need 1 more round, I need 11 rounds, I need 13 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So to say you only got 1 round to do everything and get, everything you worked for, whatever, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever. You gotta display everything in 3 minutes. That's
Zad, what's so crazy, right, is
pretty different.
The way you get brought in, it's like you got coaches for each city, because every city, like Atlanta got a team, Philly got a team, Florida got a team. So when you come in for tryouts, you a legend. You could be Sam Judah and they could bring a dude in off the street to jump in the ring and spar you. Like once he signed up and said, I want to try out for the Combat League, there's no levels. There's no
Ta.
they got no up to fight that because they want to say no. It could be a dude off the street competing for your same weight.
Exactly what Zab about that.
I'm gonna get ready to go in and work as far with Zab and whoever. I want to know, do they got caskets right by the ring? Like this,
that's not what I'm gonna ask.
Roll the nigga right out and you dump him right in it because
I ain't gonna ask that.
Nah, they taping motherfucking shoes and putting their names on it to make sure they know who they are.
Bro, you better get some sponsorship on buy one nigga's shoes. Word.
I mean, to say the least, Zab, it sounds like if I was to just read into what you're saying, that's a risky thing to be doing, to be somebody with a big career, right? Supposedly a promising career, right?
Word, son. So picture you got this illustrious career, and you take a shot, and you get in there, and the motherfucker just hits you with an overhand right, 22 seconds.
Dude.
Yeah. Just pop this shit.
But Zab, how about this? Dirty, and he hit you with a crazy elbow, and he cut you over your eye. Now you got scar tissue over there for the rest of your career. What'd you do for at that point?
I mean, that right there, you can get over that. But I think that overhand right to put you on your pockets
So
as an established fighter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like. You want to go to the bridge? I'm going to the bridge. I'm out of here. You going head first off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost messes with your ego. You're an established professional boxer. Now you get into this combat league, and 22 seconds of the first round, motherfucker hits you with an overhand, and the next thing you see is the top of the ceiling. You looking at the top of the Barclay. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Zab says they gotta have some caskets. And my boy HLD has the emoji caskets. So you telling me that they should take a page of WWE, how they had the Undertaker, how he always had the casket there. That's what the Combat League needs.
If I was fighting, that would be my motto. I would come there with a casket, and I said, whoever get in here, I'm rolling you right out into the casket because it's over. You're done. You're done.
Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of risk, man. I know the reward, like we spoke about early, Mill. You know, the reward is whatever that money is that night. And I can imagine early in your career not getting in those big purses. You know, that $2,000, $1,500 to be.
But you know what I do say? Mm-hmm. I think this sport is great for guys that pretend boxing. I don't know, and there's no disrespect. It's no disrespect. It's guys that pretend like, you know, you got those guys, you come in the gym and they got, like, I got homies like that. They're not a skillful fighter.
But they'll fight.
No. They're 40 minutes of action. You hear me? 40 seconds of pain, bro. I know some niggas that'll put, for 40 seconds, niggas will put pain on you. After that, they drying out. You know what I'm saying? So I think those of us that lead is to people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got homies that, 30 seconds? They're like, what, 30? What? I give a nigga some pain for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? But after that, they're not really scheduled to go any longer than that. So guys like that, I think they're going to do great in that kind of situation. You know? But, like, what about guys that take a little bit to warm up? What about those guys? Cause
it's not going to work in their favor.
You got fighters that are good, but they got to warm up. You know what I'm saying? Remember even the early Tito Trinidad. Tito Trinidad had to get knocked down before he
start the fight.
Who he was.
Before he starts the fight and shit, yeah.
Right. So what if you catch Tito in the first round? It's over. It's done. His career would have never blossomed to this type of, you know what I'm saying, to this type of situation. So like I said, I go back to say my first comment. I think it's a skill set for certain people. 100%. The league is great for certain people. People that got real, and in no disrespect if you get into the league and do great. But, you know, people with real deal skills, they need a little bit more time just to get the groove going and shit. Like, you know, a little bit of head movement and, you know, all this shit take a little bit of time, you know. You got to get used to the distance and how hard he is. So you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you can't just come in there in 3 minutes to start. your shit not gonna work. You gonna end
No,
up
it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Even on a defensive tip too, it's like you trying to slip in the first or second round. It's like the guy's still throwing heat. He still got speed on him. But in the seventh and eighth, you slipping and rolling you catching everything and shit.
Yeah, because your body's used to it now. You know what I'm saying?
You telling them, yo, you can you punch a little harder though? Boop. Can you a little bit more?
I think guys with a big punch, knockout artists, and guys that come in and start fast, I think that's the perfect league for them.
Yep.
Perfect league for them. You know, all fast starters and guys that come out with the listen, bro. I ain't got 3 minutes in me, but I got 30 seconds of pain. I think the league is for those kind of guys.
Do you think that they'll gravitate to more casual fans than actual hardcore boxing fans?
I think they'll gravitate to the barbaric fans that like to see. They're gonna attach to that. So no matter if you're a boxing fan, if you're a MMA fan, if you just like to see barbaric shit happen and people get put in their ass, and, you know what I'm saying? I think you'll gravitate to that situation. So
everybody in the slap contest will love this league then.
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah, all the guys that get slapped with one slap, and I mean that shit is not even a sport, bro. You could be 6,000 pounds and just you ain't gotta work out, you ain't gotta do nothing. You just whack and put me to sleep. Now you the champ.
Yo, real talk, guys. When you watch that shit, what's the first thing that comes through your mind?
Watching Combat League?
Nah, the Smack League.
Oh man,
it's disrespectful, but it's good comedy if you're in the mood for it. But I can't catch a whole I'm not the type of dude to watch a whole 5 matches in a row.
No.
The big Samoans. I look for the big Samoans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the big Samoans, and you know, after a while it gets crazy. After a while, for me, it gets crazy.
How much is the bag? How much do you think they're giving out for the bag for that?
Probably more than them dudes fighting in the 1-round fight.
You think so?
I'm a sore loser, so you slap and knock me out with a slap. I'm gonna be right by your car, right by the front tire, waiting. I'll be waiting. So you come with the whoop whoop, I'll be right here. Why you do that for?
I don't care if I gave you permission to do it. I don't care if I told you to do it. You should have done it. I don't care. I was lying. I was lying to myself, but more importantly, I lied to you.
Nigga smack you to sleep. That's different.
Because I haven't heard nobody say that they're giving out the bag like that. I haven't heard nobody say that.
Yeah, you gotta get that. I mean, they'll probably get. You're not gonna get no. It's gonna be like the old school fighting, like you get $100 a round.
Nah. More than that, Zab. Damn.
Like a couple of bands, like 2 to 5.
You know these guys are getting knocked out.
There is no skill. I mean, look, they get more than 5. Listen to me. I don't care if Bill Gates was involved. There is no skill set to this. There's no skill set. You stand there, you hold your face up, and when I smack you, if you don't go to sleep, you get to smack me back. Like what? What is that, bro? There is no.
Nah, and it's complicated too. Cause imagine, right? You got the crazy chin insurance, but you can't break nobody's chin though. That would suck.
Like they measure your face, they measure it, they put their hand by.
Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, we over here talking about the slap league, and it started getting intense. We started talking about the slap league, and now we started getting all happy and energetic and shit. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about the slap league? I'll measure up like this. Bang! This is how we do it, right? Bang! That's how we do it. Or do you have to go full extension? Full extension, right? Yo, that shit's crazy though, bro.
How do you? First of all, is the fellas coming back?
Yeah.
Cause I got a question. I'm like how do you prepare for this? What is your training like? You just go to. How do you prepare for this? What do you do?
What is the training mechanism for this?
Yeah, what do you do? You just go to the gym and say, yo, I'm looking for a sparring partner. Yo, I need you to smack me 50 smacks to see if I stay awake.
Family, they make your face feel like if your face is wrong, they be like, you get another smack. Like if the dude don't hit you right, like if the dude, you move your head, you flinch, we gotta do it again. Like,
and then another thing, what are the skill sets of do you press down hard on your teeth, like press down hard on your teeth, lock your jaws, close your eyes?
So they don't want you to close your eyes. Not close your eyes. They don't want you to.
Yeah, they don't want you to close your eyes either, right?
No. I hope you can close your eyes, but I think the worst part about it is the measuring for me. Like, hold your face still. Stop moving.
Look at Zap's face. Look at Zap's face after he gets smacked. Ah! He's like, don't touch Zap. He'll.
Hold your face still. I'm not even playing with you. Yo, ref, talk to your man. Tell him stop moving. Like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that, man. I'm gonna go for my smack, and then I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You ain't gonna fight me back, cause you got it, bro. I don't play no more. You straight. Nah, you got it, bro. You win. What y'all, bro? Stop playing. You ain't hit me.
How about you smack the shit out of me, right? And then like I smack you, but I remember the smack you just gave me, so I just quit. I haven't seen that yet. Like someone just pussy out, knowing that they're about to get smacked next.
Yeah, I don't want you smacking me. You're a fight, right? You can't smack me.
Yo, what were you saying, Zab?
What if you go first and you get your smack off and you don't knock him out? Now it's his go and you like, yo, you know what? I ain't even gonna do this no more. I'm out.
You got it. Give it to him. He won. You got it. Like, my man, you got it. You won. What you mad about? You won.
You ain't smacking me though. You ain't smacking me.
Nah.
You know, it's funny, right? You doing that is the biggest bitch, but in reality, I look at him like, yeah, you right, man. I would be the same thing.
I'm out, son. You ain't smacking me, son. We ain't getting
my ego's too sensitive. I can't do it. I can't. I don't want to lie to you, bro, because you're gonna be mad at me because I'm not letting you smack me.
Hey, yo, Mills, y'all seen my first loss? I threw the chair and choked him out.
You threw the chair? Yo.
You know, I ain't rap too tight for this shit, bro. I was like, what? Nah, bro. You know, I ain't with that. I ain't with it.
Zach said you about to catch it. The work I was gonna get that guy. Now you about to catch it.
All that.
Some people cry. Some people cry off their first loss. Some people throw chairs. You know what I'm saying?
You all had to get a hold of you. Like, hey, bro, it's not all done.
Anthony had no pick. He was one of the biggest refs in the game, too. It wasn't. You got, and that's why I show y'all that was real, because it wasn't about none of that. It was about principle.
Mm-hmm.
Principle to me. To me, it was all principle. I was like, yo, bro, I don't care who you are, what you represent. I don't care. I just see red right now, and you was the target, and that was it. That was it. That was crazy.
Yeah. Now, getting some match is a unique thing. If I catch a quick little match, like on a short or something, I watch it. I don't watch the whole event. It's not for me. It's too much. I be feeling bad, especially the females. The females be going hard. Yo, the females be doing each other dirty.
Hey, Zach, I wanted to show you this real quick. That combat is actually real boxing. Look at this. It's just one round. Look at this. Nah, I mean, but it can't go on your box, right?
Nah, don't.
Nah, that. But it's only 1 minute. That's not.
It's 3 minutes.
3 minutes, 3 minutes, one round. That's not. I don't know what that is. And you pass. How do you train? How do you train for that? 10 days? Like you got what? 10-day training camp? That's what it sounds like.
How much conditioning you think you need?
Yeah, you need like 75 sit-ups. All right.
A brisk heavy walk on the treadmill. A heavy walk.
Right.
And you good to go, man.
You got a lot. at their natural walk around because they don't have every weight class. So they have 165 and then 147. So if you walking around 162, you might just say, I'll go up and fight weight cut. This is what they doing. So they not cutting weight to get the best shape. Like, it's kind of weird, man.
But the guys who are fighting in there, are those guys who are like amateurs, or are they like professional fighters?
Professional.
Well, once you fight in team combat league, you lose your status. But you could be a professional boxer fighting, but you can't be an air. You can no longer be an air. So they take away your air. You could be a pro and do it. Who started this shit?
Somebody with a bag.
Who started this?
Dewey.
Well, okay, so what does it go?
I think it's Dewey. Yeah. Dewey Cooper's doing. He's something involved in this.
Like the fighters, are they like not getting the activity they need as pros? Are they like, you know what I'm trying to say? Because it seems like fighters are inactive today. They're not active anymore.
But
and it seems like they're reaching out to other venues to get some activity, to get some money. Because this is also a job, right? It's a career for them. They want to get money and they're not getting the fights.
But
so the inactivity seems to be pushing this agenda will be opening for something like this.
This also helps the guys that necessarily weren't pampered, had tough careers, and had a couple losses, can't get back into TV, and this is the next thing for them.
We gotta compare. He lives in Olympia, but he represents Philly. Yes, great amateur pedigree. They call him Cisco, but I just think. I wonder if it's the guys that's talking fast about the money. Again, when you're talking to a young kid who will be a part of this, we're going to pay you $2,000 for one fight, yada, yada. You just hear the money side of it. You just want to jump in it. But a lot of these fighters got actual skills. There are real professional fighters that either work or probably, but they just earn the money side. So they one round, I can fight one round.
Zach, remember Alan Garcia? He fought on the Black Prime card. He did the Combat League. Remember, he's undefeated, and he got dropped.
Oh, see, that's not good.
And he's a good little fighter, but everybody's seen him get dropped.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't think if you have a decent manager, he try to steer you away from something like this. Like, if you got somebody who's like got some interest in your career, not just trying to like pimp you for a quick minute, I can't imagine that guy telling you that this is okay.
Yeah, you had Stab Judah. We're not going there. We're going to the CCB.
Right.
You know?
Zab gonna take that fly right out of his hand and crumble that up. Hey, bro, it ain't that serious, bro. I'll pay your cell phone bill this month, bro.
This dude got so many projects without his name on it.
Give me that flyer, bro. Don't ever pick this flyer up again. This is a horrible flyer. Horrible. Put that flyer down, bro. Don't pick that up again.
Never again. Ever again.
Yeah. Question here, y'all. How you like the bare knuckle fighting, guys?
I like it.
I think it's barbaric.
I think it is barbaric, but I like it.
Your boy Trout's the man on that.
Oh, Trout be fighting in that?
He's champion. He's the only champion that has been a champion in boxing and bare knuckle at the same time. Well, not the same time, but
I haven't seen him fight yet. Okay. Is it good?
It's Trout. I mean, it's out of shape Trout. Out of shape Trout.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. Is the guy he fighting good?
He's a champion. I don't know. I don't know how if they fight the number one guy or not. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Like this,
I don't know nothing about bare knuckle.
With that boxing pedigree that he comes with. So for whatever it's worth, you can see there's a skill set in there. Trout's skill set is translating well into that space. That's what I'll tell you like that. Like dudes who's just kind of like throwing it out or UFC type fighters.
But he's the more talented one. I've been noticing that. And in boxing, going into boxing, he's going to have people that are talented or more, you know. So he's kind of taking advantage of it while he can, you know.
With that jab, they're not even. He's killing them with that jab.
What kind of gloves do they wear?
No gloves. They just got them taped up and they let the knuckles out. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's barbaric. You called it early. You already called it. That's what you said now. It's what you said. Believe that.
Damn, imagine Zab doing that shit with his hands.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Yo, bones break easy in your hands, man. Just they're doing that. Yeah, you be doing them dirty though. I'm telling you, that jab. Yeah, you probably do them dirty, but it's still entertaining. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? It's entertaining. But try to shine it right now. You know what Johnson at that Juggernaut dude? What's that dude's name? The Juggernaut dude, black dude from Florida. What's his name? Forget it. Every time I'm out, I'll tell y'all ain't gonna know who he is. But he's nice. He's nice. He's probably going to fight and try at some point.
Yeah. I'm not too into that, but hey, it is what it is. If it fixes people, it fixes people, you know. I like boxing.
I like boxing too. Hey, let's get back to this boxing. What's the next thing? Haney Garcia. There you go. Okay. We're smoking on Ryan packs.
Yo, speaking of Haney Garcia, so Garcia just got involved in the VADA testing pool, right?
Yeah. Victor,
right.
Where you at?
Now listen. I done told you the boys. It sound like the boys' nuts dropped. Now I said that for a reason. You feel me? I said that for a reason because his voice getting all deep, his arms getting all swole, he's getting real irritable.
4 o'clock shadow coming in every day and shit.
You see that, right? He got the shea butter going through his hair. He feels some kind of way.
Yo, Bill's mad funny with that.
Killed it.
Yo.
Killed it. He's one of the best ones.
Y'all gotta give
shea butter.
Y'all gotta give Bill his props. The way Bill be making the videos, oh my God, he's killing it right now.
That man looks to the left and right. He said shea butter.
Shea butter.
How about his facial expressions towards the end of the video, though? He always gives you like a face at the end.
Right. He thinking that who mans is this face? Like,
But and then he'll be taking the most funniest clips, right? Then he calls Mayweather Billy. What do you call him?
He calls him
Dollar Bill.
The dollar bill shit is funny.
Yo, he got the best clip of him too.
Don't say nothing.
Yo,
I better get my money.
Bill had to find Mayweather when he had the cowboy boots on, huh? He had to do that.
I think it's great entertainment. Man, that shit is great entertainment. That shit is great.
He's tapping into a whole nother bag with this one. The way he's doing this one right with these little shorts, he's tapping into a whole nother bag.
Shout out to his cameraman, his editor guy. The guy's big props to them. Just to think about how to create that and put that together was brilliant.
Question. So, but back to kind of like the PED things, not to, we don't like to talk about this too much because we don't know nothing. But is it weird that I heard Ryan wasn't in the VADA testing for his last fight? That he wasn't.
It's a lot of fighters not in the VADA testing. A lot of fighters.
Is that concern at all, or is that just normal?
It should be concerning, especially when you almost died from a cheetah.
Yeah, Zab don't play with that shit.
For sure, Zab.
I don't fuck with suckers. You a sucker, you a sucker. That's it. I stand on mine. You get caught with that cheating shit, you a sucker.
Right.
I'm from the old school, bro. You nice, you nice. You got skills, you got skill. All that. Let me take this and take this to make me Superman and all that. That shit is whack, bro. That shit, they should be held accountable for murder. Attempted murder should be the charge of that. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that get caught doing that shit. Same thing, bro. You operating with a deadly weapon, bro. That's not cool. You cheating. You're charged to be attempted murder with a deadly weapon. 100%.
Big facts, yo.
That's what should happen to people that get caught. taking those type of situations. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the title right there.
Especially in combat sports. It's one thing if you're doing a basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing it in one of those type of sports, it's still bad. But combat,
physical sport where you're gonna mano a mano, man to man, body to body. No, bro, you can't do that. Now you playing football and you want to outrun somebody or do something like that. That's not physically hurting nobody and nothing like that. Let y'all both take it. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Then y'all gotta see who won the best shit. But to take it and fight somebody, come on, bro. That shit ain't cool.
Nah.
If I have God on my side, bro, it'd be a whole nother Zab Judah story. It'd be a whole nother story, bro. But you know, that's why I tell people God is good, bro.
The best, man, all the time.
You know what, Zab, is that he was there, but you didn't see him.
100%. 100%. Nah, I knew he was there. I knew God was there. I was calling him before I got to the ring. I knew he was with me. You know, I just didn't know, you know, what type of situations I was up against. You know?
Yeah, you know your life is on the line regardless. You're in a fight game, but it's bad enough that your life is on the line anyway. But have somebody take something like that, in a fight, it's dangerous, man, to say the least.
Very much so. Very much,
to say the least. So yeah, I'm happy that Ryan's in that testing pool. I do think that he's big now. Like I said, his voice got real deep all of a sudden. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, what I saw. And it's funny that they talked about it the day after. The day after I said the whole nuts dropping thing, that's when the whole Vada thing came. I'm like, good, because I was really questioning it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna put it out there because I don't like accusing nobody and nothing, like even bring that up on putting a jacket like that on somebody without no proof. But I just acknowledge what I saw as far as, yeah, my man seemed like he's hit another level. Like all of a sudden he hit puberty. Like my man
I don't think Ryan's on PEDs.
I don't know. I hope not.
Yeah, he don't show signs of PEDs. Nah. Like a motherfucker on PEDs, they be flat on their shit with a fucking jab. Wow, jab. Out, knocking guys out. You know what I'm saying? He not showing that yet. Trust me, when the guys on PED, you can tell, bro, by the way they hit. Their shit is different. They leave with that. Oh shit! Like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
What we thinking is that gonna be a part of a fight like Beeble and Better BF. We thinking those type of yeah, like Better BF.
I think, Mark, where you placing your phone, it makes your volume go up and down.
Yeah, you can't hear you. I was saying, can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, better now. Better BF, like, do we think that a guy like that is using any? Nah, I don't think those guys are not. Okay. We not listen, this situation is so serious. We don't want to accuse nobody of using PEDs unless they get caught with it and they really on this shit, because people like me are gonna go at your head, bro. I'm gonna go at you. You should be held accountable for attempt murder. Yes, I said it loud. Anybody get caught with that shit, I'm gonna be in your head. We're gonna start a new shit up. Mills know when I say some shit, I be serious about it. I start up a whole new campaign that anybody get caught, we'll push for you for imprisonment. 100%. 100%. Lock them up.
This shit will be the whole day too. It'll suck.
100%. 100%. Lock his ass up. Trust me. Salute, my guy. Yeah. I feel like my voice is strong enough in the boxing world to get this shit to cross. Word up.
Big
If you get caught with PEDs, they're trying to hurt people, trying to kill people, lock them up. Put them in fucking jail. Yeah, you get caught with that shit.
At a minimum, get you out this sport for sure. At a minimum, get you out of here.
No. You gotta come hard. Make a statement. Let them know. They went to jail. Now, motherfucker got caught with PEDs. We got 30 years in jail. What?
30?
Woo. 30 out the gate. Yeah.
Murder is a big charge.
Yeah, with combat sports like this, it's just different.
Send them to NDS. Send them to NDS jail in Colorado. to the worst prison in the world. Got to. You ain't got to because what they're doing is not fair. It's not fair. Because you don't have the special ability or the capable ability to be a great fighter. You're gonna take something to enhance yourself to become this Superman. That's not fair. That's not fair.
What do you think about fighters, right? Because I interviewed Michelle Rivera, right? He got caught and he got suspended for almost a year. But he told me that his team was giving him things and he trusted his team. You don't believe in that shit?
No. Yo, when you take PEDs and those type of drugs, because I studied it because I had to, because when I went through, you gotta bend your ass over and let a nigga stick you with a needle, or either you do it yourself. Take a needle, you stick it in your ass, because it gotta go into the butt, into the buttocks. I don't mean in the asshole. I'm talking in the buttocks area. Yeah. That's what most of them take it. They either take it in their top arm or in the buttocks area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gotta be in a big muscle.
So there's no way somebody's pulling your pants down, bending you over, sticking you every day, and you don't know what's going on.
But what about pills?
I don't know too many effective PED pills. I don't know too many.
No?
With Canelo. When Canelo said he ate the bad
Zoom makes it simple to start an LLC.
I don't know. I don't listen. I've never been a cheater with none of that shit in my life, so I don't know how it goes. I just know that people that do it should be held accountable and responsible for their situations, and that's it. And that's why I love guys like Victor Conte. Guys like Victor Conte that's an advocate and go hard for these situations. Yeah,
Yeah, I like Victor Conte presence in the game just because of the experience he brings and what he understands about how to cheat. I know people feel some kind of way about him because they feel like he should be nowhere near the sport, but at the same time, he brings a certain education about it. If he uses it in the right way, it really protects a lot of fighters from a lot of nonsense because he keeps things from a mile away. I like his presence.
And somebody that made a mistake and they like, you know what? I want to make sure that this shit doesn't happen again to anybody else.
Especially in combat sports.
Yeah. You gotta take your hat off to people like that. You know what I'm saying?
He got caught, it was like a baseball thing with him, right? When he got in trouble, he was doing that like in baseball or something, right? Or
I think so. No, it wasn't no fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. But it's a horrible conversation. That's why when I see people pushing that agenda on like Terrence or even on Devin, and they try to make this snack thing and they try to turn that into PED use, I'm like, you guys are too comfortable playing with that narrative, bro, because these guys ain't popping on no test, bro. It's just unethical for you to even bring it up to them.
Now, if Devin was parking shit, then I'll be saying some different shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like I remember back in the days when bank robbers used to rob banks, and then when they go to jail, the government come and get them out their cell and say, "Okay, teach us now. Teach us how the fuck y'all doing this. How are y'all doing?" So that's almost like what Victor Conte is doing. You know, he got 9 for something. Now he coming back and trying to, you know what I'm saying, give the right side in the right situation that it should be done. You know what I mean? So that's why I rock with him.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, that conversation is a sensitive conversation, bro. I know, especially to use that with your personal experience and dealing with it. It has to be a sensitive conversation.
I feel like we tapped on deep shit today. Real talk.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Real deep.
And for me, it ain't too much sensitive. It's just, it's just real. It's just, I had a sucker try. He tried to get through. God was like, nah, not him, not my boy. And I was able to, escape out of it. And now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I feel like I should be like the advocate, the voice for, all of the fighters with PEDs and things like that. So, I don't know. Yeah. I got so much shit going on, bro.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Sure, man. But yeah.
Closing arguments, fellas.
Closing arguments. Best fight the best, man. Boxing wins when the best fight the best. I want to put out a message, and I put out the message on any panel I get on. Yo, boxing first, boxers last. Love boxers. God bless you guys, but don't put yourself in a position when you're on the side of an argument of boxers not boxing. Horrible side of the argument to be on. He don't gotta fight.
Yeah, because when
you're a fan, what are you watching then? If he don't fight, what are you watching? Right. For the best fights, man. Your guy too. Your guy too. You know what I'm saying? And you want him to fight too. You want him to fight the best, because you want to know that's the way he confirms to you, and you get to stand on your soapbox and cheer on your guy and be like, see, he beat the best. I told you he was the best. But until that happens, there's no conversation to be had. It's all speculation. So please, guys, be a fan of boxing and don't be on the side of a conversation where the conversation is your boxer doesn't need to fight. It's ridiculous.
Mark, closing arguments.
I just want to say, man, keep an eye out, man. For me and my guy, man, Joseph Adorno, man. It's the second run, 4-year-old kid. He will gain a world title strap, a major world title strap before 2026. Talk that shit. He's young. I'm going to feed him psychological warfare. Not the physical is the physical. He got the tools, but now I want to implement things in his mental that's going to push him over the top. Everybody that counted him out, brain, and all that, prepare for the comeback. It's going to be a got the right guy. We jealous.
That's good.
That kid. Real Joe Adorno, that's it.
Zab Judah, super closing arguments, my brother.
I ain't got nothing, man. God bless everybody. I love everybody. Y'all know what it is. Stay gangster, dangerous.
Appreciate you guys for another great segment. God bless, and on to the next. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You already know it's Mill City Boxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media. I appreciate everybody that supports the channel, every single body. I'm telling you, every single person. So appreciate you guys, and we'll be back with another one real soon. God bless.
Salute, y'all. Salute.